Okay, welcome to the Ruined Path overview. So here's the table. I tried to throw this together in Tabletop Simulator, so hopefully this will work. I've not done this before though, so bear with me. But basically this is the setup. Obviously if you've got the playmat, you'll have all the nice locations to put all the cards in and everything. Here is my starting hero deck. So this is a deck of 10 cards. If we just have a quick look through that, it's very low power cards, mostly 0. There's a couple of 1s and a couple of 2s. Your total power in your starting deck is 6, so there's going to be some cards in the threats that you won't even be able to tackle from the outset. So I'm going to flip this over and give it a shuffle, and we're going to go for our first threat. So we are in the opening location, which is Lost Forest, and we're going to be drawing 2 threats every round. So we flip these over and have a look, and we have a Blood Orc. So the numbers here on the top left are the threats fight value, and the red number is if you're in the 3rd level of the game, the blue is the 2nd level, and the green number is the one that we're bothered about. This is the Lost Forest fight value of the Blood Orc, which is 4. So we need 4 power to defeat this guy, and the 2 cards symbol in purple there means we're allowed to draw 2 hero cards to battle him. Or we can take this guy, he's got the same stats, so we get to draw 2 cards, and we need 4 fight to defeat him. So then what's the difference between them? So we'll have a look, we'll rotate this guy around. If we defeat him, it's going to give us 2 power when we draw this card into our deck, and it'll allow us to draw 1 extra card, which is pretty cool. Whereas this guy, if we defeat him, he'll just give us 3 straight up power. Now at the moment, our deck is full of 0 cost, low value cards. So +1 card is going to be brilliant for us just yet. So I'm going to go for this Blood Orc instead. So having chosen my threat, I'm going to discard the one I'm not fighting, and we're going to fight this guy. So we're going to draw 2 cards, and we're looking for 4 fight value. So draw 1, 2, flip them over, and we have 0 + 0, nothing. So he's beaten us by 4 points at the moment. So if we just let this slide and call it a day here with this guy, he's going to do 4 points of damage. Our life over here, I've just used a d20 to track life, so that would go down by 4 points. Over here are some upgrade cards. If we get through the level, we get to upgrade our deck. We get 1 card that's going to come into play and give us an ongoing power. Over here we've got the villains, the bosses that we face at the end of the game. And over here we've got the 3 new class cards that were added during the campaign. So let's give the class cards a shuffle and draw 1. Flip this guy over. And so we are the Penitent Cleric, and we can use this ability to give ourselves +1 life. So this is a 1-shot ability, and we'll just keep this down here out of the way, and we'll try and remember that as we go. So back to our situation here, we've got 4 damage coming in. I don't like our odds. What we can do, we can spend life to draw more cards from our deck. It's going to take us a while to get to the good cards, and we're just going to go through more life, and there's a chance that we still end up with 0 strength cards anyway. So for this round, I'm just going to take the hit off this guy. I'm going to take 4 points of damage and knock this down to 16. So we've got 16 life, we discard him, and we discard these, and we go into the next round, and we just flip 2 more cards. And we'll just have a quick look at these. So this time we've got a Goblin Scout. You get to draw 1 card, and you need 3 fight to defeat that guy. If you do defeat him, you'll unlock the Cleric, who, while she gives you 0 power, she lets you draw 2 cards, which again is going to be brilliant later in the game. But whilst our deck is full of low cost cards, that's going to be quite situational. So the other option would be another of these Blood Orcs, which we just got beaten up by. So we draw 2 cards, and we need 4 fight power to defeat him. I'm going to go again. We'll try and get revenge on this one. We'll discard this goblin here. We're going to draw 2 cards from our deck. Flip them over. Okay, and now we've got 2 strength and 0. So we've got 2, he's got 4, so currently he's doing 2 points of damage to us, and we're going to lose. So now we're going to use this, use our life. We're going to knock it down by 1 to draw 1 additional card, and we can do this as many times as we like. So this card is Mind Discipline, and it gives us 0 power, but it lets us destroy another card in play. of ours. So if I use that and destroy this 0 cost card out of our deck for good, that'll let us draw another card. We'll flip this over, and that's 1. So we've now got 2, 3 strength, and we need 4 to beat this guy. So I'm going to go again, I'm going to push my luck, and this is the whole game basically, is how far do you push your luck, and which threats do you think are the most valuable for you to take on. So I'm going to push our life down to 14, draw 1 more, flip this over, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strength. We've beaten this guy. So we'll get to flip him around, and we're going to claim this handy blade which the Blood Orc was carrying, which is going to give us 3 power when that comes round in our deck. So we'll add that to our discard pile along with all of these. I don't think Tabletop Simulator minds which way up they are. It'll just drop them all out the same orientation, I believe. Okay, so we keep going through the deck like that until it's completely exhausted and we've beaten all the threats, or we die. Sometimes you'll get the same one, which makes the choice of which one to fight much easier. And then when you get to the end of the deck, if you survive, you will defeat the Lost Forest. At which point it says reshuffle your deck and discard pile, destroy the top card of your deck, gain an upgrade and gain a life. So we'd reshuffle, flip all these together, reshuffle the deck, gain an upgrade. So these are one-shot abilities which we can add down here to our class ability. So that's, as you can see, a very powerful Stealth Strike, which gives us a 1-off 4 points of power, and we heal 1 life. I think we'd be lucky to finish on 15 if we finished the first scenario on that, but if we did, we would adjust our life like that, and we've now defeated the Lost Forest. So we go into the Dank Caves and we start again, and we reshuffle these threats, whichever ones are left, and we go again, and this time we're looking at the blue values, which are obviously much trickier to defeat. So this guy would let you draw 2 cards and you need 8 strength to overcome him. Same again for this guy, but now the rewards are going to change up a little bit, because this was giving you just a straight up 3 power, this is giving you 2 power and +1 card, but if your deck's getting better, then +1 card is going to be a much better option potentially than just that 1 extra power that you get from the Blood Orc. So you keep going, and then if you defeat the Dank Caves, you go into the final location, which is the Rotten Copse. And if you manage to defeat all the threats in this one, all the red threats, so you'd be using the top value here, this guy would be draw 2 cards to get 11 power. And if you manage to defeat the Rotten Copse, then you get to go on to fight one of the villains. And obviously we've got Krampus as unlocked, so he's in there somewhere. So we'll give these villains a shuffle and draw 1. And if we have a look at this guy, the Veil Revenant will require us to draw 10 cards to defeat him, and we need 26 power. However, we have to halve our total value of our power rounded down. So you're actually looking to try and get 52 power in 10 cards, which obviously is impossible with a starting deck. So you're going to have to be careful about which upgrades you get, when to use the upgrades, when to use your class abilities, because they're one shot. When they're gone, they're out of the game, and you've got to level up your deck accordingly. It's not an easy game. Hopefully you'll be playing it many times to try and defeat it, and of course if you want to increase the difficulty, you can add more villains into the mix and try and defeat multiple villains. They've each got their own special ability as well, which will mess with your deck or make it more difficult in different ways. And that is the game in a nutshell. Thanks for watching.